How's it? Today's April 9th. It's Big Friday, and I set it up so that I actually lifted right before going to work today. Today's work started at 4:30, and I asked Khalil if I could come into the gym at 2 ish. Um, and he said, yeah, it's fine. I was able to get most of my stuff done, but I felt rushed at the end, and I was almost late to work, and sort of going from lifting like pretty high intensity straight to work with no like rest time for me to like sit down and like unwind or relax or anything. It forced me to, well, it was kind of painful as I was walking around the restaurant tonight. So I'm not sure I'll do this next week. I do really enjoy the um, mid uh, midday lifting. It's probably the best time for me, but I don't know if I can actually handle this type of stress on my back as I'm walking around at the restaurant if I go straight from training to the restaurant. The other alternative would be for me to lift at 6 a.m. And I know I'm definitely not as strong, not as quick, not as flexible at 6 a.m. Even if I wake up at 5 and sort of get everything moving, I'm just nowhere near as athletic in the morning. So I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see what happens next week. But today's workout is just one single, or not one single, sorry, three singles at 90 and 115. And I hit them all. They were all pretty easy. The warm-ups that I did were exactly the same warm-ups that I did for my openers. So bar 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 5. Here's 85. And then 90. That was probably the best one I did. My third rep was pretty good as well, but my third rep, I'll watch this one first. My third rep had a great deal of I had to sort of fight to push back up into the bar as it was over my head. Yeah, you can see there. I mean, it's really hard to tell actually, but it's the reason why I pause at the bottom instead of just pushing up right after that. Again, just really easy for three singles at 90 for one hang snatch. I'm really happy with how those moved. I feel like I'm very quick. My positions were very solid. I felt pretty strong. There's not much else I can ask of myself in those in those uh, lifts. So after that, I did my hang clean and jerks. Just again, same warm up that I did up to my openers, but instead of going to 120, I went to 115. So I had to go 60, 80, 100, 10, and then 15. These all felt really good as well. I'm not sure what it is, but I feel like my cleans have started to look better a lot lately. Kind of, I guess from the meet last week, it felt like everything was coming together, and it feels like this is sort of an extension of that. Here's my first set at 115. That's really easy to get onto my shoulders, and then my leg strength is actually like a lot better than it was maybe 2 months ago, and so the clean, the hand clean is actually really solid. The issue that I face is my pull from the ground is not as strong. My pull from the ground is always weaker than the rest of the lift. Like that clean was solid, in my opinion. There's one thing that I am trying to address. It's this sort of unevenness that I end up catching in kind of uneven sometimes, and then that sort of breeds a. You saw there, my right elbow was a little bit lower. It breeds an uneven overhead position that I was made aware of at at the meet from a couple of my friends' videos. Thanks, Liz. But other than that, like my clean and jerks, um, it felt solid today. So like going through the two lifts today, I was just really happy with how everything panned out. 90 and 115, very 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 easy. I do see myself making my way to like 110, hopefully. After that, I did my pause front squats up to a heavy single. The note says to give myself some room to grow. So here's 135. I was debating whether or not I should stop there, but I actually went to 140, and I'm very happy with how this went. I did struggle a little bit, but my knees did not cave, my upper back did not cave, and positioning was really solid throughout. And so, like, I'm just very happy with that. That could be a PR. I'm not super sure if that is my best pause front squat ever, but it's pretty close. And then after that, I did 10% down of 140. I did 125 because I didn't think it was gonna be as easy as it was, and then I ended up going to 126, which is that 10% down from 140. These pause front squats, I think, are crucial to my cleaning success. So I'm really happy with how they're moving, and there's no real pain in my upper back that I used to feel. But I don't know. I've said it a bunch of times that I'm just really happy with today's training session. Um, Even though after the training session I felt at work just like I was dying. After that, I did some weighted pull-ups, up to a heavy triple with a few down sets at body weight, and then some GHD sit-ups to finish off. Um, but yeah, I'm very excited to see how heavy I can actually get to for the snatch and the clean and jerk. It would be cool to do like 110, 140. Then that would be just a little. I'll be 15 kilos off from qualifying. But yeah, that remains to be seen. Again, I'll keep posting updates and everything and see my training progress. But yeah, thanks for watching. Shoots.